gentlemen, we're in for an incredible night. Oh, we're taking it up a notch. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. Wes and Mike Teasy coming all strong.
And we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the conference call. We are here with another live episode. I am one of your co-hosts. My name is Chris Edwards, also known as Constantly Changing for Me. And to my right, or it might be your left, is Rex, also known as Rags and Pieces Mag. And then we've got TJ at the bottom, also known as Mr. Bizarre Hodgepodge. Gentlemen, how you guys doing tonight?
Bizarre.
Bizarre. What did I say?
No, he's saying he's bizarre. I'm fantastic, but don't mind me. I'm just gonna take a selfie because when I went live a second ago, the angle and the lighting was working, and I didn't get a selfie, so I'm just gonna take one real quick. But continue on.
Go right ahead. We want to see this and how this magic works. Go ahead.
Go ahead, girl.
Okay, done. Let's go.
Look at that technology.
Done.
All right, guys. So tonight's topic is another top three. We love our top threes. And this one is essential gadgets we simply can't live without. So in today's fast-paced world, technology has become an integral part of our lives. In this video, in this live that we're doing, we're going to discuss our top three essential gadgets, as we said. And let's just start with our number threes, all right? So I'm going to start with TJ, Rex, and then I'll go, and then we'll just keep going like that until we get to number one. And then also, we'll give you guys a bonus. So TJ, start us off.
Okay, my number three. Oh, this is really difficult because I use so much technology every single day. And so it's hard to say, like, first of all, it's hard to even quantify how much all this shit that I got. Okay, so number three. I would probably say number three would be like my streaming boxes. So I have a Google Chrome TV and an Apple TV. Okay. So I'm just gonna lump those in, just so streaming boxes. I would be extremely bored without those things. So that's definitely my number three. Because I cut the cable several many years ago. And I did not and I haven't gone back since. I've been streaming for probably over like 5 years now. And so that's my main form of entertainment is the internet, basically things you can stream on the internet. And I love it. So yeah, without those things, I would be forced to, I don't know, read books, which, I mean, I'd be doing that anyway, but I would have to read more. Or like go outside or, you know, like, and who wants to
not go outside?
I would have to go outside.
And play kickball.
And play, now I do love a good game. I love a good game of kickball now. I haven't played it. No. I have trauma surrounding dodgeball. I have trauma surrounding dodgeball. My next door neighbor, when we were kids, his dad would come out and play dodgeball with us. Grown man throwing the dodgeball at grown man's strength and speed. I'm traumatized. But no, kickball is fun. I love a good game of kickball. But yeah, so I would say my streaming boxes. I love those. I depend on those heavily.
Yeah, this is an Apple. This is an Apple TV house here. Every room has one. No cable. Yes, I'm in agreement with you there.
That's what Brian say. Brian in the chat say he'll come on Apple TV.
Yeah.
He is addicted to that stupid thing.
I'm right there with you, Brian. All right,
I kind of want to get a new one, honestly.
Rex, go ahead.
Okay, so my number three gadget is something that's very near and dear to my heart. It's very important to me. However, it is a low-tech gadget.
Okay,
so I'm going to show it to you. It's this.
Yes.
This lovely beauty.
That is not low tech, child.
Anybody who has been in my presence and in real life knows that this is one of my best friends. I take it everywhere I go. and it folds in half.
Oh, that's cute.
And
we were gifted one of those.
Yes, and guess what else? As it's also a charger
For your phone?
for your phone,
Yeah.
for your laptop.
Oh, okay, that's really cute. I like that.
And it was $19.99 at your local Amazon.
Oh,
Yeah. Listen, he gifted us that last year before we went to Atlanta. It was a lifesaver, and it lasts so long on one charge.
Yeah,
You can go like
24 hours
days.
off of it. Yeah, if you running the fan constantly.
Yeah, no, that's a really good gadget and a really good gift. Yeah, it's a necessity.
It's
And he
absolutely one.
always has it, and it goes in his bag, and it goes everywhere.
Everywhere.
I like
So if you
that.
hear me in like the bathroom or something, it's not a vibrator, it's my phone.
I don't think anyone would have thought it was a vibrator. If anything, they would have thought it was like the vent, the air thing.
Okay, well, it's not
the
that easy.
exhaust.
Right. So now
he
I'm
really
thinking
does use it
sometimes.
everywhere.
Now I'm thinking sometimes it might be a vibrator.
Mm.
The fact that he said that, the fact that he had a disclaimer.
As he slowly sinks away.
Right.
Right.
Okay, Chris, give us your number 3.
Okay, so my number 3 is something. It's a recent purchase within the last, I would say, month and a half, and I didn't really realize how much I needed this thing. It gets used every single morning. It's a necessity, and I am from a British colony, and we love our teas, and now I'm into coffee, but mine is a Cuisinart electric kettle with all the bells and whistles, and I mean, for me,
you're very fancy.
It has a little base that it sits on, and I literally, like in the morning, like this morning, I went out for my my morning walk. So as I come in, I just make sure there's water in there, put it on this little base, and it has different settings. You can do delicate cafe, green teas, white teas. What else is this? French press, boil black, start, and there's even a keep warm button. And the technology that's in this little thing is crazy because, so for instance, I'll put it on before I go in the shower, and it boils. And then what it does is it turns itself off, but it keeps itself warm. So once it goes below a certain temperature, it turns itself back on just to keep itself warm. So by the time I'm ready to come out of the shower, like another 15 minutes, whatever, after I make the bed, I can come out. My water is hot. I can make my coffee. This is a godsend. I mean, I used to use a kettle, and if you're in the shower, you got to jump out of the shower, turn the kettle off so all the water doesn't boil out. This, I love it.
Oh.
I didn't know we could include that type of technology, because I got the same one.
Anything that makes your life easy.
I have that same kettle, and I do love it because I do drink several cups of tea a day.
The other thing that I love about it, it has the inner strainer on the inside that you can pop out. That's what I love about it. So you could actually even put loose teas in here if you wanted to.
Which I never have.
I think it's hilarious because that you have the kettle on all the time, because my big mama used to keep a kettle on the stove, but she always just used to say that it was for like if somebody wanted to come in the house while she was home alone, she could just dump hot water on them.
Oh no, well that's not mine. I love my tea and I love my coffee in the morning. So
well, I see where Rex gets it from. Your violent nature.
Scared of my big mama come stand over your bed tonight.
Oh, see, there you go.
And I believe it too.
So that was our first round. Those were our number 3. So moving on to number 2. TJ, what you got?
See, all mine are gonna be simple. I feel like my number 2 is my phone. No. My number 2 is my laptop.
Okay.
My number 2 is my laptop. I depend on my laptop, which is a MacBook, for everything. I depend on it for school. I depend on it for projects, work, entertainment, pretty much everything. And so, yeah, it's the owl. Can you stop, please? It's definitely my lifeline. And I had really no plans to get another MacBook because I had one several years ago.
Okay.
But I was forced to get this monstrosity when several classes ago, when I was taking it was a visual communication, like graphic design type class, where I was running some high level software on my old what brand of laptop was that?
Lenovo.
It was not a Lenovo. It wasn't an HP. I can't remember. But anyway, it was
Dell.
It wasn't a Dell. I want to say it was like a.
Well,
It was probably a play school child.
A leapfrog. I don't remember, but it was a Windows. And I had it for several years.
Asus?
But it was Asus. That's what it was. That's exactly what it was. Yes. No, Acer, ACER.
Acer. Okay.
Acer.
Oh, it came from Sam's.
Where did I get that damn thing from?
Sam's,
I don't even remember. I don't remember. But anyway, it was still kicking. It was still good. It was still working. I liked the laptop, but I figured like maybe in a year or so I was gonna have to get another one.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, I was in class and I was trying to download the software, whatever, and my laptop was too old to run the software. And this was in the middle of class. And so I had to literally, and I'm grateful that I'm even able to do this. I had to literally like run out that day and get a new laptop. And with that type of work and all the stuff that I'm trying to do, and with y'all's influence,
you're welcome.
I was told that I should get a MacBook or a MacBook Pro. So that's what I did.
And now, now.
I mean, that's a stretch. It does what I needed to do and provides me what I needed to provide.
And you've gotten straight A's because of it. You're welcome.
It has helped. It
has helped complete all his own content.
So yeah, that's my number 2 is my MacBook. It's why it's how I'm even on this right now. So
see, look at that. It's giving you all of your life.
That's
and
fantastic.
it's got me cute. It's got me real cute right now. So
that's debatable. Moving on. So
Thank
my
you.
number 2 item is my nifty new wireless earbuds from Sennheiser. Because I love music. It keeps me company. It allows me to have some endurance when it comes to standing on the treadmill. And like
they will do that.
They fit really well, and they have an 8-hour battery life. Like I'm just like, okay, word. And they get really loud. These are the loudest pair of earbuds I've ever owned.
Oh wow, I love a good earbuds.
Yes,
I need to get another pair because these that I've had for since they came out, and they're starting to act up a little bit. But
I like 4 or 5 pair of AirPods, don't you?
No,
I have 3. No, I do have 3 pairs of AirPods. I have the original AirPods when they were first released. They still hold charge. I can get maybe about 2.
I thought you had AirPod Pros, TJ.
I do. I have, but I had before you gave me those. I had these old ones, and I still use these because I actually like the way they fit. Still, they're just like my pair I wear around the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So like I have a pair that I keep in the living room that I'll use just in case like I need to use them. My AirPods Pro, like the ones I have in now, I use for this type of stuff. And then when I go out for my runs. And then I have another pair that I keep at the bedside that I use at nighttime when either like say Ronald's in bed and I don't want to turn the TV on, I'll just use my either my iPad mini or my phone, and I plug those in. And sometimes I actually fall asleep in them. I have to get up in the middle of the night to take them out. Or sometimes they fall out on their own. But I've got 3 pair. But these, it's time for another set because one of them is getting a little chintzy in the ear. So I need to and these are the original AirPod Pro, so they're a couple years old. But like I said, they hold their charge really, really well.
I never could figure out whether or not there was anything new or different about the second version of the AirPods.
So So they actually are a little bit different. They hold the noise canceling is way better, like 2 times better. And most people that have had them on say it's a huge difference. And I think that these noise canceling on this original was actually really good. I used to have a big set of Bose over ears that I would travel with. And then I remember taking this one time with me on an airplane, and I literally was able to kill out all of the engine noise. And I was just like, I don't need my big Bose anymore, and I stopped wearing them. The other thing too with the Bose, after a while, you start to sweat inside your the ear cups. I hated that feeling of like wet ears listening to music.
See, I didn't. I used to work out in, where did I put them? Oh, they're over there. I have a pair of over the ear Sony extra bass noise canceling ones that I used to work out in. And the sweat never really bothered me. They would get sweaty, mind you, but it never really bothered me. But I did like those until I switched to, well, not these, the AirPod Pros, which, as y'all know, I'm constantly having issues with them slipping out and whatnot. But
tiny ears,
yeah, my tiny
or no big ears, or big ears,
tomato.
Big ear holes,
but I do love a good pair of good ear pods as well. So, we have a comment. Brian says he likes his Sonys.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so I'll do my number 2 then, I guess. So actually, let me move out the way. Let me do this.
Oh, child, he got a reveal.
Okay, reveal.
He has a reveal.
That is my number 2.
Oh.
Whoa, your Hue Light.
Hue Lights. I've had Hue Lights since about 2000 and I want to say 10 or 2012, somewhere around that time when they first came out. I absolutely love it. It's a necessity. Our whole entire home is Hue Lights. Bathroom, bedrooms, living room. We have different types for different rooms. Like in the living room, it's like for white lights. That particular light is a amber type of light for moody type of dining. We've got colored lights. We've got lights on the under the console for the TV. In the bedroom, we have Hue Lights. And what I love about it is it's fully automated.
Yeah.
So for instance, for us, at nighttime, like certain lights are programmed for when the sun sets, they come on with a certain color. It's programmed to turn off when the sun rises in the morning. I have like a breakfast mood. I can tell that Siri to turn certain moods on. So like this right now, I call this setup like my little studio time light. So this will come on at that time. What else? So when we leave the house, say for instance, we've left all the lights on.
Yeah.
When we both leave the home, once we get a certain distance from the house, all of our lights and the TVs will turn off. And we never come home to a dark home. So
that's fancy.
So it's programmed that if we come home after sunset, when we come in, like one of the island lights will come on. Our bedroom lights will turn on at about like 5%, so that each room has a little bit of light, so that we're not coming to a dark home, like I said.
So you can see where you're going.
Yeah.
I like
so
that.
It's fully automated. We have different scenes for different things. We have movie time. We got TV time. What else? Nighttime mode. We even have a shower time with like, so for instance, in our bathroom, we've got lights over the vanity and then lights in the actual shower. When we take shower time, it turns off the vanity light and only leaves the shower light on. What else do we have? Oh, there's even a toilet time thing in here. So like late at night, you don't have toilet time. There's a good morning one. There's a good night mode, and you can program it. You can program these lights to do all different types of things, and you can create different scenes. You can do it fully automated. So here's the thing. I remember when I was in Iceland one year, I was able to control my lights all the way from Iceland, and I had them programmed so that they would turn on the lights like someone was home. So no one would ever know that I was never home.
Yeah.
So like that's the nice thing about it. And then
That is nice.
these lights have lifetime guarantees. I've never had to replace a light that I've actually bought. I've just continually added to them. You know, we have different like mood lighting stuff, and I'm looking to get some additional lights as well. And then, you know, always look for sales when I get them. But like I've had some of these lights for over 10 years now. And I just kept adding on to them.
Nice.
But I love them, you know, and you can change, you know, like I said, like, so for instance, the TV console, I can, as a matter of fact, let me just do it while I'm here. You can change it to like a different color. Let me find it. You can, so the other thing too is like you can change zones. So for instance, like right now,
he loves these lights.
I do.
Baby, don't he? I'm thinking we need to get a sponsorship.
Look at that red. Look at that red. Green.
And see, I'm just over here with my little.
Oh, just love it.
Oh, that's nice too.
Yeah, let's do a little blue, a little purple. No, a little something. But I love it.
That's really nice. I like that.
Yeah, and you can, I mean, and I know Rex has them, and he has them set up the same way. So, and it constantly is changing. You can do it towards the season. They have pre-programmed scenes that you can, like you're on a tropical island with different sunsets, and it's just really amazing technology. And it just makes life easier, and it makes you feel a certain way when you have them. So, Hue lights, go get them.
And who makes those? Philips.
Yeah,
Philip Hughes.
I'm gonna need the people of Philips to watch this episode because clearly we are selling their product for them. Because the spokesperson has clearly come out, so they might as well go on and give us a good old sponsorship or something.
So Philip Hughes, if you're listening, we got a sponsor right here.
We are available for sponsorship.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
TJ, what is your number one item?
Well, I said already, but it's my phone.
Oh, did you say that?
Well, I said it as number 2, but then I switched it to my laptop. But yeah, it's my phone. I obviously, like everybody else on the planet, can't. I would be. I would be a wild person, a caveman without my phone.
Would be.
Shut up. My phone is how I get around my city, any other city, because I can't navigate for shit. You can tell me to go up the street and I will be lost. So yeah, I use my phone for everything. Once again, entertainment and information and pictures and communication and navigation and everything. Connections, disconnections, and
get personal.
Listen, but yeah, it's my phone. It's the next best thing is my laptop. So yeah, as one of y'all were talking, I was thinking like my watch, but I was like, not
that
yet.
Watch is aggressive.
Not yet. Like I honestly, I never saw myself with the Apple Watch. I was always one of those people like, I don't need it. I have a phone. I don't need the watch. And so I haven't quite reached the point where I'm like, oh my God, I love my Apple Watch, but I wear it every day and I don't take it off.
So I see that we need an Apple sponsorship as well.
Yes, we do.
We'll take it.
All 3 of someone's items were Apple products.
They were.
This is true. True.
We've taught him well.
It's my phone. I do love my phone.
And what phone are you rocking, by the way?
This is
the Super Pro Max 17.
Okay. It's the 13
okay.
Pro Max, which honestly it is big. It's a big phone.
Well, we know you like big things.
Well, this is true. But
I think it just feels big because you're so
shut up. But you know, I have the 13 Pro Max, and I got this. When did I get this phone? Last year?
It might have been the beginning of last year. It was before the 14 came out. Because I remember you said you needed.
Yeah. It was the because I really did not plan to get the 13.
No, because you had got that foldable laptop.
I did. I surely did, and I
Oh,
had
the
it for like
foldable phone. Yeah.
I got the Samsung
Something.
Fold, Z Fold
Yeah.
or
And
something.
you didn't
'Cause
like it.
I
You had
wanted to
that
give it
phone
a
for like
try.
18 hours.
Well, here's the thing. I was gonna give it a try because you had like 48 hours, I think, to return it or whatever. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it 2 days and see how I like it. No. You had
Yeah,
48
I
hours
like
because
this.
they had a special like a
What was
special
that, Chris?
deal.
What did Chris
Huh?
talk about?
Chris, what'd you say?
No, I said, here, I don't like this.
Yeah,
You take it back to the store.
That's how it was.
Exactly.
That's how it was. So yeah, I had it for like maybe a day. I couldn't get used to it. It was first of all, it was an Android, and I had never had an Android phone before. And so that was not a culture shock, but I knew it was going to be an adjustment. But then
I love
also,
mine.
AT&T was running a special where you get like a certain amount back on your bill, and it was that deal was going to end like after 48 hours, and I was like, yeah, let me just go and give this back and go and get me a new iPhone. And
Did you have it 48 hours?
I had it like a day.
18, like I said.
I had it like a day, and had to give it back. The one thing that really got me about it was the facial recognition was slower than what I was used to.
Yeah.
Like, and it wasn't super slow, but it was noticeable.
Do they even
And-
make
Yeah.
that phone anymore?
Do they what?
Do they make that phone anymore?
The flips, yeah.
I don't.
I mean,
I
think
haven't
so.
seen that foldy phone. I've
They-
seen the
they
flip
do
one,
have-
but not the foldy one.
Yeah, they have the fold still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They
So,
haven't given up on it yet.
All right.
no. But that's my number
All right,
one,
so-
my phone.
So, Rex, what's your number one?
Okay. So you are probably already guessing that my number one is going to be some piece of photography equipment.
That makes sense.
No.
I do need to introduce you to like my newest member of my photography.
Oh my gosh, I know he went and bought it, and he didn't even say nothing. Go ahead.
No, because I don't want. I didn't need to be chastised. So this is my newest best friend.
Oh, I didn't expect that one. Jesus.
It is a Leica SL2S.
Hey, what
Wait
now?
a minute. You had that from last weekend.
I've had it for over a month.
I saw it in the video. I was like, that doesn't look like a Sony camera. Okay,
No,
continue.
it's
I'm
a
sorry.
Leica
Continue.
SL2S, and I am madly in love with it.
Why? What about it for us photography newbies, novices? What is so magical about it?
It's just a different experience. You know how you were like it was culture shock for you when you switched from your iPhone to your Android? It's sort of like that, but in a good way.
Oh, okay.
Leica it's legacy cameras. Like if you have a Leica, it's like one of the premier type of cameras to get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a special camera.
And of course, Rex would have
And
it.
they're
because
not
that's who
cheap.
He is.
This
Well,
was reasonable.
Let me ask you something. Are you able to adapt your lenses that you currently have to that camera?
No, it's
Or
an
you have to
element.
buy new glass? Oh, it's totally different. Is it a mirrorless?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an L mount. It's part of the L mount alliance.
So
So-
wait, let me ask this question since we got you
Okay.
on the spot now. Have you traded up from your Sonys? Are you getting rid of your Sonys?
No, because I still have my its cousin, my Sony A7R5, and I still have my A1.
Okay.
But that's
okay.
it.
But they're just
Yeah,
not getting
see.
as much use anymore.
Well, so this is gonna sound so ridiculous, but it depends. So if I'm going for something super high
Makes sense.
resolution, right? Like then
A1.
I use my A7R5 because
Oh,
I feel
okay.
like it's gonna give me the most detail to work with. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a fast, and also it has a new computer learning in it, right? So it has like the AI tracking and shit. So whatever.
Which
But
is
if
the
I'm being
Leica?
more artistic and stuff like that, I use the Leica. What did you say?
Okay, no, you answered the question actually. You answered.
Oh yeah, so I love it, and I was considering getting a Q2 to take with me on my vacation.
So for the people who are watching or may watch this, please understand that this is what I have to deal with on a daily basis. I have to listen to two people who love photography talk all kinds of acronyms and jargons
Yeah, but
and carry on and get excited. And I just be like, oh, okay, child.
I give
yeah, but
him
guess what?
5 months, and he will be one of the crowd.
But listen, he has a camera now, and he wants to learn how to use it. So he's going to constantly be asking this question. So, girl, bye.
Oh wait. I gotta tell you this, Chris. Though, like TJ, I called TJ today and started asking him about camera stuff, and it was like he got busted with a crack rock. He was like, "Huh?
What?
What are you talking about?" Oh, yeah. Well, I'm still thinking about that.
I mean, you have to realize. First of all, you got to realize. I bought the camera and never used it for probably a month. I just used it for the first time a couple of weeks ago.
I was so excited too.
As was I until I got it, and I was like, okay, what the fuck am I supposed to do with it now?
I was excited when you used it though. I was like, ooh, he made a good video. And then I shared it around, and then I left a comment, and then I think I texted you about it. I was like, I see you use your new camera. I was so excited, like I was part of the
process. and here I am, like, oh, that video does look nice, and I was like, okay, keep it moving, let's go. But me, yeah, I mean, yes, I do have a camera. I will be using it more often, but it's difficult for me to get super excited because I do not understand cameras and such. I'm just like,
but once you start to understand the mechanics behind it and how to really use it, you're going to fall in love with it. Yeah. It takes a while to get the understanding of it, because Rex was like that in the beginning too. Like, he was very frustrated with it in the very beginning when I was telling him to use it on manual and don't use the automatic stuff. Once you understand the concept of a camera and light and how light and a camera work together, you are going to be enamored with it, and you're going to want to take your camera everywhere and just photograph everything you see, because then you understand how to control it and take beautiful pictures. There's something about that. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I just love when I talk about cameras.
Clearly, I'm putting a comment from Dolacey. Okay. Dolacey.
I think it's Dolacey.
Oh, okay.
Dolacey. Well, we have Red. You fine with them glasses on?
Yes, that's my good best Judy.
Okay.
Her name's Doria. Hey, Doria.
What's up, Doria? Thank you for watching.
And thanks for the comments.
Right. Okay, right, so that's it for me. And now it is Captain Crunchy with the last number 1.
Okay.
And I bet he is going to be a camera too.
No, I'm going to surprise you. My number 1 is my Apple Watch Ultra.
Why do you have an Ultra?
I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah, why do you have an Ultra?
Because you don't be mountain climbing. You don't be deep diving.
You don't have to. Here's the thing. I have been an Apple Watch owner from day one, sight unseen. When it was announced, I'll never forget when it was announced that it was going to be released. You know how Apple always gives you the pre-order date? I was on a cruise in the Caribbean, and I ordered my Apple Watch in the middle of the Caribbean Ocean, sight unseen. Okay, I never actually even went to the store and saw it in person. This is something I've always wanted. The first one, the very first Apple Watch was ever
first one that came out.
Let me tell you why. So here's the thing: I was always into fitness, but I was like the metrics behind fitness. And I don't know if you guys remember Nike Fuel Bands back in the day. Before the Apple Watch. Right, I had several of them because the batteries always tended to. Yeah, so the batteries always tended to die out a lot, really soon. And then I remember I had one for like a year, and then the battery died out. And because it was under warranty, I would just go to the Nike store, my local Nike store, and they would swap it out and give me a brand new one. I've only actually paid for 2. I had 4 of them. Once the battery completely died out, I would just go and they would just give me a new one.
Right.
So, and they were always, and around that time when the Nike Fuel Band was around, there was always the rumors about, oh, Apple's working on a watch and they're coming out with it, and they're using the Nike Fuel Band as they're using it to experiment also to see what pieces they can use from that. And when that Apple Watch came out, I bought it. This is my 4th Apple Watch. I had the original, no, my 3rd one. I had the original version 3, and I think whatever, and this is the Ultra. But for me, I run. Sometimes when I used to swim, I used to use it. I haven't really been swimming now. We're going to join the Y this summer, so I'll definitely start swimming again. But for me, really why I wanted the Ultra was the battery life. Like the one thing about Apple Watch batteries, they only typically lasted a day. I can get 3 days out of this if I need to, which is something really, really awesome. And when I say 3 days, I mean literally 3 days, not taking it off. I sleep with it. I take measurements for my sleep. So like I have a sleep goal every night that I need to get at least a minimum of 6 hours. And if I hit that 6 hours, when I get up in the morning, it tells me you've reached your goal for that you slept for over 6 hours. The other thing too, here's something that you guys probably don't even know. Athletes and people who work out on a regular basis, especially for runners, one of the things that I didn't realize that happens is your heart rate drops really low at nighttime in your resting state. And most people, you know, the lowest slow that they say you should be really at is like 40 beats per minute. But you can occasionally go below that. But so for me,
Rick, what you laughing at?
we're laughing at the notes in our personal chat. That's all right. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Jesus.
Sometimes I'll dip down to 39 beats, and my watch will alarm me saying that, hey, you've been under 40 beats for 10 minutes or so. So it'll give me a little jolt, and sometimes I'll wake up out of my sleep. But I love it. Like I said, I leave it on basically a couple days at a time, and I get a really fast charger out of it. I can put it down on a charger for like 15, 20 minutes and almost get like a full charge out of it and just keep going. I keep a charger in the car. I have a travel charger, but most times now when I go away for a weekend, I really don't need it. You know, if I'm going somewhere overnight, don't need it. But Apple Watch Ultra, love it. Love the faces. I love that it's, you know, if I decide I ever want to pick up deep sea diving, I can do that. You know, I do.
Who picks up deep sea diving?
Okay.
Hey, you know
what?
To me.
I can
I've done
actually
so
see
many things. I've done so many things that I never thought I would do.
I can see Chris being one of them old sailors. I can see Chris being one of them old sailors with his pea coat and his beanie.
Smurf man is talking about why you gotta be an old sailor?
That's what.
He's so
well, listen,
because the sailor I have in mind is an old man. And I'm not saying him right now. I'm saying like in 20, 30, 40 years.
I got you. Yeah. I got you. Listen, I hike. I've hiked mountains before. So like this is something that could definitely, you know, I've been through Iceland and like this would be really good in those type of environments. So hey.
Does it have like a fall alert?
Huh?
I'm sure it does.
Okay.
It better.
It does. It does. Yours. Listen, don't listen to him because he has an Apple Watch Ultra on himself right now.
Oh.
The shade.
And I'm sitting over here with my little SE.
He got his before I got mine. So
I believe it.
That's not true.
I believe it. So basically what y'all are saying is Apple needs to reach out and we need to be sponsored. Okay.
Very much so.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
When we post this, Rex, make sure to at Apple in the description.
I will do.
And Philip Hughes.
Phillips and
And the Hughes. Y'all are
so I think we have time. I think we have time for some quick bonuses. So let's run through some bonuses really quickly. TJ, you got a bonus?
I was not prepared for bonuses.
That's
it's okay. It's okay. Come on.
I can think of one, I'm sure.
I love this.
Is that's an iPad mini?
It is. This is the reason that I respond to y'all's text messages. Because I have it in the bed. I'm like, ooh, what? And This is the best. Look, you see how it just fits in one hand? It's like a phone,
It
but
does.
bigger. And I can look at socialize, or whatever you call it, the social narratives.
Social media?
Yeah, that.
I had no idea what he was trying to say. I honestly thought it was going to deal with something with school. I was like, social studies? What? I
don't know what happened, but it's
Instagram,
just like
Facebook.
I just had a complete intellectual seizure.
Bless the children.
Brain fart.
Speaking of iPads, I need to get rid of mine. I have not used mine in ages, to be honest. I need to trade it in.
So what are you gonna trade it for?
Money. And then find out.
You say money?
Yeah, I would trade it in for like a. Yeah, I would trade it because there's no Apple product that I necessarily need or want right now. I would just trade it in for a gift card and figure out something to do with it later.
So if you see this is the perfect size for 44-year-old eyes. Right?
Yeah, it is.
I can watch this
even though they need to make a native iPad app for Instagram, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, and I watch the Tic Tacs on it and everything.
Not the
Tic Tacs.
The Tic Tacs.
Yes. The Tic Tacs. Okay.
No, I don't think I have a bonus. Like I said, I could probably.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't required.
You
we just
have a bonus every other time.
We extra.
So what's your bonus, Chris?
Boom. Mine is an internet connected speaker, HomePods. I have them everywhere. Love them to death. Let me tell you something. We have 4 in our bedroom that kind of gives like a surround sound.
I'm starting to feel like we spend too much time together.
We do.
I agree. I agree.
We have one in each of our bathrooms. We got one in our master suite and one in the guest bathroom. We've got the bigger HomePods in the living room for our media setup, and we're actually getting 2 more. And then I'm going to replace the ones that were in the guest bedroom. But these are everywhere. You can talk to them outside the house and use them as an intercom. Like sometimes I'll leave out and I'll scare Ronald and come through the intercom throughout the whole entire house.
Yes, I love it.
You can use these to turn on the lights and stuff like that. And I can tell Miss Chick thing to turn on the living room TV or any of the TVs in the house through these speakers, and they actually give really good sound for the rooms that they're in. Having 4 speakers in the bedroom gives a nice sound, and we use these every single day. Like when I go into the bathroom, when we go to the bathroom, we use them like to play music, to podcast. Whenever I'm showering, music is always on, a podcast is on, or like the TV is coming through these little speakers. They're great. USB power, you plug them into a little wall USB adapter, and you're good to go. With all the updates.
Do they come with the block? Do they come with the part that you got to put in the wall?
Yes.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Because Apple is notorious for not giving you a block.
And if you buy them at the right time, you can get them for $99 at the.
Well, no, these are So these are $99 a piece.
Well, Costco always runs a sale like once a year where you could get 2 of them for like $120.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And I'm always in the market for some more because music is always played in this house. Ronald is a big music person, so. Huh?
Did you say you're always on the market?
I'm always in the market for these. Jesus. We're not trafficking people here.
Oh, well. You don't know what goes on in Rex's house.
This is true.
I deny nothing.
But anyway, I think we've come to the end of this episode. We did pretty good.
I agree.
I love the technology that everyone chose. It seems though we have a lot of Apple products between the 3 of us, so we definitely need a sponsorship. What'd you say?
Fantastic.
Okay, well, bye.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us for another live episode of The Conference Call. Please continue to follow us. So like this episode, share this episode, and subscribe. And then don't forget, hit that little button so you can be alerted. All right, guys. See you next week for another episode. And by the way, don't forget to check out the episodes that we've uploaded to our YouTube channel. It's a 3-part series. So episode 2 coming next week, Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Goodbye.
Deuces.
Bye.